Today, Germany is Europe's economic powerhouse. But only 10 years ago, Germany was considered to be the sick man of Europe. High unemployment, weak growth, despite a booming global economy, and a budget deficit above the Maastricht threshold were clear signals at the time. Germany was ailing from the costs and consequences of reunification of the old Federal Republic with the former GDR. A lot has changed since. While many parts of Europe are confronted with economic stagnation or even contracting GDPs, Germany's economy grew between 2010 and 2012 on average by 2.7% a year. Tax receipts rose and unemployment rates dropped to a new low of 5.4% by mid-2013. The success was achieved on the back of export-based growth, a serious attempt to reduce public deficits, but above all, the high degree of competitiveness of German industry. How did it come about that Germany is doing so well today? The start was the reform program Agenda 2010, adopted by Germany's then red-green coalition government. At the time, an attempt was made to get more unemployed people back into the jobs by limiting and combining unemployment and welfare benefits. At the same time, the legal retirement age was raised to 67 years. Furthermore, consensus was achieved between the trade unions and employers that the swift rise of wages after German reunification contributed to wiping out many jobs, especially in Eastern Germany. Employers and trade unions agreed on the formula restraint on wage increases versus jobs, and they succeeded. Overall, unit labor costs in Spain, Italy, Portugal and Greece rose on average by 31% between 2000 and 2010, but in Germany only by less than 6%. Employers and trade unions agreed on the formula relinquish wage increases but retain jobs. This recipe was followed by German companies also during the steep plunge in global demand in 2009. Workers were not fired, but worked shorter hours and at the same time relinquished part of their wages. When the global economy picked up again in 2010, German companies were able to respond more quickly to rising demand because they had retained their well-trained workforce. This is how they won market shares in global competition. On the whole, Germany's exports grew by a fabulous 37% between 2010 and 2012. Many German companies are technology leaders in their particular fields, and the restraint exercised on moderate wage increases enabled them to sell leading technology at competitive prices. This effect was reinforced because export markets in Germany are widely diversified. This means that Germany is less affected by regional slumps in demand as currently in Southern Europe. On the other hand, all countries whose exporting economy is closely tied to Germany are profiting. For example, Austria, the Czech Republic, or Slovakia. Today, Germany is the largest economy in Europe. This is where 21% of GDP in the European Union is produced. At the same time, Germany is the world's exporting champion. The export surplus of the country is larger than that of the People's Republic of China. It has to be clear to us, of course, that this success model cannot be transposed at will to other countries because not all economies can be net exporters at the same time.